Good evening and welcome to today's Tropics for September 2nd, 2020. Please note I'm not a meteorologist and this video is just a collection of my thoughts and opinions about the storm I'm talking about, and for any decision making, please consult National Hurricane Center or your local officials. So today I'm looking at Tropical Storm Nana. It doesn't look quite as organized now today, or last night into tonight, or last night into now basically. It's been hit by a lot of northerly shears that upper low slash upper trough to the north or to the northeast got too close to it, and that pretty much exposed the center. You can see the northern part of it coming out here, but it does seem that it's trying to reorganize. So we might see it intensify a little bit based on what we've seen on the recon mission and some satellite observations. And if you look at the infrared imagery, you can see it almost appears as if it's trying to rotate around. May not be, but it's definitely something to keep watch of because it definitely seems to have intensified it even just a little bit. Again, based on that recon mission. Uh, but first, taking a look at the water vapor loop, you can see pretty clearly that there is a lot of north or generally northerly wind aloft that is pushing into Nana and making it so that it is struggling to produce outflow there and is shearing the little center off, and you can see it gets pushed down more to here. There definitely is still northerly shear, though it's trying to push back with favorable warm water and not really much dry air. You can see the easterly winds to the north, but then they go a bit more to the north here, or from the north here. So you can definitely see here that upper trough that was a lot looked stronger yesterday has come too close to Nana, and that's why it is struggling with shear. But uh, again, looking at the recon mission, it has strengthened a little. And one thing to note is it is inside the convection, not by much, but it is on the latest pass, uh, slightly under convective canopy. So it's trying to intensify. And looking at dropson in the storm, it found 996 millibars pressure at the surface, but it had 22 knot winds. So that implies a 994 millibar actual pressure minimum, and that's down quite a bit actually from this morning. So it definitely seems to be trying to do a last minute attempt at intensification before it heads into the coast of Belize, likely sometime tonight. Nana is likely to continue generally westward under the ridging that is currently north of this storm. So it's likely it's going to head somewhere around here in the coast of Belize, but it definitely uh, there could be little changes because storms like this, or any storm really, can have small wobbles, and especially with a northerly shear and enhanced convergence to the south with the convection, you might see little southward wobbles. So it might travel more west southwest. That's what the National Hurricane Center does have. So it does look like it'll head somewhere in the coast here soon, but exactly where it's usually difficult to tell exactly where even this close, just because there could be those little wobbles more to the south. No matter how strong Nana ends up being by the time it hits land, it's likely to be a dangerous storm, but it might be a little more so if it can actually reorganize and intensify a little before it hits the land. Right now, there are tropical storm and hurricane watches and warnings, and there's a hurricane warning for the part of the coast that it's supposed to approach tonight. And so it's likely that there will be some strong winds in those areas, and gusts and possibly damaging winds, and some storm surge. So that will be a threat as it comes in. But even as it comes further inland and loses that wind, this, as you tend to see with tropical cyclones heading into mountainous terrain, that moisture that they bring gets lifted by the mountainous terrain, and that causes heavy rain. So we're likely to see this happen as it goes over the rest of Belize and Guatemala and some of Mexico. So there is a threat for heavy rain, possibly flooding, with the risk of mudslides. So obviously there are risks outside of just a flood, or outside of just the wind risk. There is a flooding risk. So definitely be prepared for that, even if you are inland. And well, you should be pretty much completed preparing for the storm, as it is heading for landfall pretty much almost imminently, or within the next 12 hours or so. Uh, but if you aren't completed, you should definitely be rushing to completion at this point, and definitely hope for the best, but prepare for a sudden ramp up or something, because it does appear it might be trying to get its act together, but we'll see tonight. Otherwise, there isn't too much to talk about in the Atlantic right now affecting land. If you have any questions or comments about my video, please let me know, and thanks for watching.